my gosh. Hi everyone, Resin Dragon here, and thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I have been working on something very special over the last couple of weeks, and I am so excited to be sharing it with you today. I have been sharing my journey on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and really becoming part of an awesome community of artists around the country. One of my new friends, Katherine, over at Drier Days Art Studio, contacted me about doing an artist collaboration. I've been following her channel and her artwork since I started doing resin about a year ago, and she's really someone that I admire. Katherine started out doing fluid art through acrylic pouring, and soon after just became obsessed with resin and started to actually showcase the things that she's learned on her YouTube channel in 2018, specializing in geode art, which is absolutely beautiful. And through her YouTube channel and Instagram account, she was able to make new contacts and build her own business. She now supplies artists like us with awesome stuff for our art, and it's called DrierDaysArtStudio.com. So naturally, I just jumped at the chance to do a collaboration with her. It's a friendly challenge between artists to really push the boundaries of their creativity, to do things that maybe they've never done before or something that they're excited to showcase. In this instance, I'm actually going to be working on a full-size pyramid, which I've never done. It is definitely the biggest project that I've ever done. And so I challenged Katherine to actually do the same because I'd love to see her take on it. I wanted mine to be a culmination of different techniques that I've learned, new toys that I have gained over the last few months. And one of the things that I'm showcasing in this is our resin 3D printer by Elegoo. It's the Elegoo Saturn. And so the centerpiece of this pyramid is going to be a resin 3D printed mermaid. My husband already has experience in 3D printing because he's been doing FDM printing for about 5 years now. So I enlisted his help with the Elegoo Saturn to help do the programming. I bought an STL file online from an artist, and we printed it together. I will be pouring this pyramid in layers inside the pressure pot. So after each layer, we're going to seal it off at about 50 psi to help prevent any bubbles. I will be using 2 different types of resin for this particular project. Both of them are by the same company. The first one is the Super Clear Liquid Glass 2.0. It's a deep pour formula up to 1 inch. So this is going to be for the smaller layers that are only about 1 inch thick. And then the next one is going to be the Super Clear Liquid Glass 2.0 deep pour formula up to 4 inches. So this is going to be for that layer where the mermaid is at, because she's about 3.5 inches tall, and we really want to make sure that we don't get any flash curing. So a 4-inch deep pour resin is perfect for that particular layer. And then up next is going to be the pigments and glitters that we're going to be using. So for the first and the last layer, we are going to be using a mermaid mica pigment from Drier Days Art Studio Color Joy line. Then for the glitter layer, we are going to be using Siren's Song, also Drier Days Art Studio Color Joy line. And this is like a real chunky glitter, and it has a bunch of really beautiful greens and pinks and purples and blues. It's gorgeous. And then another layer is going to be some shells. I don't have any to show you, but it's some shells that I bought while I was out garage sailing, and some that I got from Hobby Lobby. In with the shells, I'm going to be using a pearl extra fine glitter, also from Drier Days Art Studio, and just to give it a little bit of a sandy look. Originally, I was going to do a sand layer. I did a test piece and it came out looking like mud, and nobody wants mud. So I decided to cut out the sand and just do shells. And then in the mermaid layer, I didn't want it to just be clear. I wanted there to be some sort of sparkle, some sort of reflection for her. So I'm using a Marabou alcohol ink that has an extra fine glitter in it, and it's a rainbow glitter. And then the mold that I'm using is the Let's Resin mold. It has a silicone insert here for the actual pyramid, and then this is just a support. So those are the products that we're going to be using, and I will link those in the description below if anyone is interested in those particular products, along with some websites. So let's get pouring.
Okay, so this is the very first layer of my very first pyramid. I'm so excited. And the first layer is going to be the Mermaid Mica pigment. It's a Color Joy line from Dryer Days Art Studio that I told you about a little earlier, but it is a beautiful blue-green color. Let me open that up for you. Look at that. So beautiful. So that is going to be our first layer that we're going to work on today, and I'm going to go ahead and do a quick mix for you, and then we'll get to pouring. Check it out. That color. Oh. One of my absolute favorite mica powders of all time. And I can't wait for you guys to see what this pyramid is going to be. You're going to be so surprised, but I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the camera so that we can start the pour into the actual pyramid. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so now we are ready for the first pour into my first ever pyramid. You may be wondering, why is it so black in here and why is it so dark instead of my beautiful orange mat? Well, that is because we actually have the pyramid set up inside the pressure pot. So I am going to go ahead and do the best that I can to show you guys the pour, but my hand may get in the way. So just letting you know, because I got to get really deep in there and I don't want to hit the camera and I don't want to hit the sides of the pyramid. So this may be a little difficult to show, but I will try my best. And here we go. All right, so we are going to put the lid on this pressure pot and we will be back when this is all cured up. All right, and the lid to the pressure pot is going on. Welcome back. We are ready to pour layer number 2 of my very first pyramid. So layer number 2 is going to be, and you saw this in the intro, this is from Dryer Days Art Studio, her Color Joy line, Siren's Song. And this is a nice chunky glitter. So let me show you, once the glitter has started to settle, you can see the cup, I mean, it's pretty solid, full of glitter, right? You can't really see through it. When you pick it up on your stick, you literally get chunks of glitter. So this is what I was going for. This is what I needed in order to get a solid layer of glitter. All right, this pour is going to be very interesting. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to do our best and try to show you as I'm pouring. We're gonna seal up this pressure pot and we'll be right back. All right, on to the next layer. I think this is probably the most important layer of all because this is the layer in which the mermaid is going to reside. So this is the layer that I'm going to be using the 2 to 4 inch deep pour resin by Super Clear. And there is going to be no pigment in this batch, but I am going to be putting this Marabou alcohol ink, which is rainbow glitter inside. So I showed you guys that at the beginning. All right, it's looking really pretty. Like I said, it's going to be really hard to see because it's just a very light shimmer, but it's going to look really beautiful. All right, and I will bring you guys back in for the pour. All right, we are over the pressure pot and we are getting ready to pour. And just wanted to point out, these here are the supports that are holding the mermaid suspended from the top of the pyramid. So her head's not touching the top, and we're going to go ahead and pour around her, and all these supports are holding her up. She's also got this little base here that should disappear, but that is going to be the extra support underneath that she's going to need. But these supports are holding her suspended. So we're going to go ahead and do this pour very slowly.
All right, it has been 3 days for that mermaid layer. It's a nail biter. We're gonna open this guy up and we're gonna see what she looks like, if she's still intact, and if everything held. It's our first time ever using this pot, and it's such an important project and such an important part of the project. Could not wait to film it, could not wait to crack this thing open. Oh, please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Oh, look at that. It held. That is amazing.
Everything looks good.
Everything looks great. The sticks are all still in place. The mermaid did not fall off. And it looks like we definitely have some suspension in that glitter there with the alcohol ink glitter. So this is an exciting piece. Yay! We're gonna remove the supports and pour that next layer.
Okay, we are back for the next layer. These ones here are ones that I bought at a garage sale that were like hand-picked and, you know, from the beach. And then these ones are from Hobby Lobby. So they've been, you know, I'm sure they're natural, but they've been colored and things like that, so they're really fun. But it's really fun to go ahead and put in a bunch of different ones. So these big ones, I'm just going to pick them out of the resin and place them purposefully, and then the rest of them will get poured on top. So excited. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. It's like shaking right now, but I think it looks absolutely beautiful, packed full of shells. And then I just covered a very slight layer of clear back over top of it, so that it will help even it out a little bit. We're going to close this guy up. We're going to pressure it up for 24 hours, and we'll be back to pour the very last layer. All right, see you guys. Okay, welcome back. So we have popped the pressure pot, and we are ready to do our very last layer. Can you believe it? The time has finally come to lay down the last layer. So I'm going to finish it off with the same color that we started with, the Mermaid Mica Pigment. Originally, I was going to do like some sand, but it came out, I did some test pieces, and it kind of came out looking like mud. So I decided to finish it off with some color instead. And we are ready for the pour.
All right, here we go. Today is the day that we get to release the pressure pot on the very last layer and unmold. Oh my gosh, I can't contain my excitement. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can, I'm gonna try one more time. All right, look, I got it to turn.
Did you?
I did. Oh yeah.
All right, that's one.
Look at that. Oh. Just call me She-Hulk. Okay.
Hold.
Alright, I loosened it.
Yeah. Hold it.
Oh, look, it's moving. Ah! Yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Come on, 2 out of 4 is not bad. Look how pretty that bottom is. Nice and solid.
Wow. Okay.
Awesome. Now we're just gonna pull it out. Oh wow, it's heavy.
A lot of resin.
Heavier than I thought it would be. All right, you can kind of see through it. Okay, now I sprayed mold release between the silicone and the plastic. So it should be relatively easy to just pull that out, so I'm told.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, sure.
We are experiencing technical issues. There is no cause for alarm.
Ta-da! We basically, I kind of took like my fingernail and went along the edge and just sort of broke the seal, and then my husband just shook the living crap out of it until it came out. So it popped out finally, no Dawn required, but it took a little bit of elbow grease, so that was really fun to watch. Sorry that you didn't get to see that. But now it is time to remove the silicone from our pyramid. I have really no idea which way to do it, so I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna use the table because I'm gonna have to peel this away. This is how I've seen people do it online, is just kind of peel it down. Oh my gosh. It is, wow, it is very, wow, it is very awesome. Oh, I'm so happy with how this turned out, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm at a loss for words as to how awesome this actually looks. So this is the top layer here with the mermaid pigment and the siren song along the top. And then in the middle is our resin 3D printed mermaid and some shells, and then the mermaid pigment at the bottom. And it really looks super cool the way some of the shells look like they're indented into the bottom there. It looks kind of natural. And the reason that happened was because the top of the shells wasn't fully covered and clear. I really didn't want it to be. So they kind of like sank in down there, and that just looks really neat. So I'll show you from different sides how awesome that is. I don't know what else to say besides for being my very first pyramid ever and the biggest project I've literally ever done. I am just ecstatic on how beautiful this came out. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I made this. All right, so we're gonna go do some special effects for you, and we'll be back. I wanted to give a special shout out to my husband for helping me with the 3D resin printed mermaid, and also for helping me build this awesome base that we were able to light from below so that you could see her light up and glow. So thank you so much, babe. I really couldn't do this without you and your support. I also wanted to give a special thank you to Katherine at Dryer Days Art Studio for this opportunity to collaborate with her. Katherine, this has been an awesome and exciting experience for me, and I hope that we could do some more of these together in the future. And if you aren't already subscribed to Katherine at Dryer Days Art Studio, go check out her channel. I'll put her link below, and give her a subscribe and a follow, because she is an awesome artist, and also she uses the products that she actually sells on her website and showcases them so that you can actually see them in action before you ever decide to buy them. So go check her out. So thank you guys so much for staying through the entire video and watching me create this amazing piece of art that I am so proud of and will probably display in my house for life. So thank you again, and until next time, why don't you pour one for me?